Hello, what's up this afternoon, everyone? Or this evening, I guess. It's not Monday anymore. It's the evening stream. This evening, everyone. Or maybe it's afternoon where you are, so maybe I'm technically correct. But good evening, good afternoon. Hello. What is up tonight? Shizer and King of Carrot Flowers and Cassarex and Zeldazak, of course. James Bolas, how are you today? Good to see you, Nerd Rage Dad. Oh yeah, send me your deck list. I want to see the Teamer monsters. Admiral Blacknose, Leo's 2, Danny R, Elko Twitch, just past midnight. Oh man, yeah, it's a late one for European viewers. Glad you're staying up and hanging out though. It'll be fun. I'm excited. I mean, we got a new set. It's kind of a tradition that we got to play Yarok. Also, I realized today, it struck me this afternoon. I was like, okay, what deck are we going to play for this stream? And I was like, well, I mean, we got some cool bounce stuff. Maybe we should try Yarok again. And then I got really sad because I realized that next sec, Yarok is out of here. We will have 0 Panharmonicons in standard, no Yarok, no Panharmonicon. What are we going to do? What are we going to play after Zendikar releases? Hopefully Wizards gives us an actual Panharmonicon or something. Matt PD, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. That's the deck list number instead of the Scoops cheer. Scoops cheer for you. Admiral Blacktoe, Celamix, Mono the Conqueror, Toothy, McButt, Game Boys. How are you? King of Carrot Flowers. Welcome. Let's hope for something without Ugin. Well, I hate to break it to you. So I was building the deck, and I was like, alright, so, I mean, Risen Reap, that ramps us with our Yarok. Solemn, big new addition, that ramps. Llanowar Visionary, really sweet, draws 2 cards and ramps. We got the, early game ramp stuff. I was like, well, how are we going to actually, close out the game? How do we kill our opponent with this deck? I was like, oh, I know. I know, we should probably just play Ugins. So I didn't really intend to have this be an Ugin deck, but I think it accidentally is. Plus, everyone else is Ugining, so... Oh, the budget Magic deck was super fun. Hey, thank you, Zach. Yeah, the Goblin deck was good too. We've had a couple of good decks lately. So anyway, we're Yaroking. I don't know, if we get bored, maybe we'll bounce around. The other deck I was messing around with was, and I don't know if this was any good, but I wanted to try to build a Niambi Blink deck, bounce deck. This one, it's kind of just blue-white, though. Niambi's sweet. We want Legends for Niambi. So we have, Barons, we have Teferis, we have Yorions, Thasas, Alaros, so kind of just blinky value stuff. So we could try that out, but it does have Teferi in it, which I know, is that better or worse than Ugin? I don't even know where that falls on the Ugin scale anymore, but Dante, how are you? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. We got our first donation of the night, and after this donation, a little bit of news to share about donations, sort of related to donations at least, from Heebs 12.34, last day of donations to NAACP. Let's hit 8K. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. So yes, donation-wise, this is the last official day of our month-long NAACP Legal Defense Fund donations. We've already got over $7,000. However, a bit of a surprise for Thursday. So Thursday's stream is going to be a little bit different. So you've heard the rumblings about the pizza stream that people proposed. Well, Thursday is going to be the pizza stream. So the idea of this, it's going to be a charity stream. It's also going to be kind of a you submit your deck stream. So Zach, one of our moderators, also Tanos, a moderator, and a couple other people have been working on this. So the idea of the stream, we're going to start an hour early. We're going to start at 5 Eastern instead of 6. And the idea is Tanos and Zach and I think I'm forgetting a couple people, but whoever else helped them worked on it, they actually put together this website where the idea is you can submit your decks or whatever decks that you want to see played, and you can also, and then people can vote on them, and if you donate you can get more votes by donating, and that is all going to go to charity. The first $5,000, we're going to try to raise $10,000 on Thursday, and the first $5,000 are already matched. Someone has committed to matching the first $5,000 of donations. A very generous stream viewer. So you get to vote for decks and vote for pizza toppings. And then about halfway through the stream, after the first couple of hours, we're actually going to order a bunch of pizzas, and apparently I'm forced to eat at least a piece of each of the winning pizzas with whatever toppings y'all vote and donate to put on them. So yeah, that's happening Thursday, and that will kind of wrap up our month plus a day actually of doing donation drives. But it'll be a really fun way to do it. So it'll be decks y'all submit, pizza toppings y'all submit, pizza on stream 5 to 9 Eastern. So same normal time frame except starting an hour early. Please not pineapple. I know I can't say that because I know you're gonna pick pineapple now. I mean, please not pepperoni. No pepperoni, please. I would hate if you all voted for pepperoni and cheese. Or pepperoni and cheese and sausage. None of that, please. But that's Thursday. But I wanted to give you the heads up that that's happening. So it should be a fun stream on Thursday. Raise a bunch of money, play some fun decks, eat some pizza. So anyway, tonight, quick reminders, and then we'll get into our deck and start playing Magic. Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the pineapple pepperoni. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to eat so many. I'm gonna have to eat so many pineapple pizzas. I'm actually not like. I like pizza, but I know y'all are gonna ruin it for me, so I'm probably not gonna like pizza after after Thursday. But I guess if it's for a good cause, I guess it's worth it. Oh, jeez, MCQ, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Reminder-wise, replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams. Normal YouTube. We've had a couple of really sweet decks on the YouTube the last couple of days. Snoop Goblins for Much of Brew. That deck was sweet. And then last night for Budget Magic, played some Demon at Death's Gate Stompy. And that deck was also really sweet. So if you haven't seen Demon Stompy yet, you should definitely check it out. So a couple of really good modern decks. Tomorrow for Against Odds, we're playing Shrines in Standard, and Shrines, I'm not going to give anything away. I mean, it's our first Against the Odds of M21, but I will say I think Shrines are a little better than I thought they would be. Not saying they're good, but I figured they were going to be like the worst deck in the world. They're at least a little bit better than I thought going in. So keep it out for that tomorrow. A reminder that our sponsor tomorrow is Card Kingdom, and today rather, and tomorrow. And if you need some Magic cards, maybe some Corset 2021 cards, you get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know in your order notes you want one. Otherwise, the Discord is new and improved. The merch page has tokens, t-shirts, and playmats. Donations. Today's the last day of our donation drive for NAACP Legal Defense Fund. Any donations stay going there. And then, of course, Pizza Stream for more charity stuff on Thursday. And that will wrap up our month-long of charity streams. So it's been amazing. Y'all have been amazing. And tonight and Thursday will also be super fun. We got another donation from Heebs. Gonna vote for the pineapple pizza topped with ripped up bits of Aerial Grazer. I think that it actually has to be edible. Although I would rather eat ripped up Aerial Grazer than than pineapple probably. NAACP, if you would like to read about what they do, there's a little link there, but it's a advocacy and legal organization fighting for racial justice, equality. They do a bunch of court cases, advocacy, but you can read all about it there. Very, very well-known and long-time organization in the U.S. For like 100 years or something. They've been around. Anyway, tonight, it's the return of Yarok. So what made me sad is I realized Yarok was rotating. So, sadly, the other thing to keep in mind is I live in the middle of nowhere. I've talked about this before. So I have literally one pizzeria that will deliver to me, and it's a middle of nowhere pizzeria. So you don't have a ton of super creative options. So there's no like super over the top, like really cool pizzas that you get in like the city or something. This is like a small town middle of nowhere pizzeria, but that's the only place that actually can deliver to where I live. So keep that in mind. But all the toppings and stuff will be listed on the website, so it will be a little less cool than it would be if you had like some crazy pizzeria that had all the like crazy toppings. So Steve, that's an Albany expression, right? All right, so the deck we're playing tonight, M21 Yarok. Of course, Yarok, Panharmonicon on an elemental body. We have some of the old Yarok stuff that you've seen before. Risen Reef, good with Yarok, draws us a bunch of cards, ramps us. We have Athasa for blinking. We have Yarion for even more blinking. Flibblethip, Leafkin for ramp. Grow Spiral, a little bit more ramp and card draw. A couple of Crosses, even though it doesn't work with Yarok, our deck ramps really well. The interesting part of the deck, and why we're playing the deck, Luke himself, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The reason we're playing the deck is new M21 cards, though. That and the fact that Yarok is rotating. So what sweet new cards from M21 do we get in this deck? That's a real question. Excuse me, Sepsis for the 29th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Sweet new cards from the deck. Why we're playing it? Baron. Baron is great in this deck. Comes down, bounces something, creature or planeswalker. If we got Yarok, it's 2 things. Plus, if we bounce our own things, we get to draw cards. So not only is Baron a way we can slow our opponent down, it's a way we can pick up a Risen Reef again and reuse its under the battlefield trigger, a Hydroid Crosses to draw more cards, an Accolade of Affliction to get something else back from the graveyard. So Baron, big addition number 1. Big addition number 2, Land and War Visionary. Perfect ramp spell into Yarok, also in the late game. It's a ramp spell that draws us cards with Yarok, so that is pretty good. Scavenging Ooze, mostly a hate on like arrows and stuff from opponents. Not really a Panharmonicon thing, just a good card thing. We have Massacre Wurm, which is pretty hilarious with Yarok. We'll draw into it eventually, wrath our opponent's board. And then at the top of our curve, we have Ugin, just because our deck ramps a lot. So I played just a couple of test games with the deck, and one thing that struck me is our deck is really good at ramping. We have like ramp creatures, but once we're like, Yarok, play Solemn, get 2 lands, Baron, pick up Solemn, play Solemn again, get 2 more lands, we just have so many lands on the battlefield that Ugin is a really good finisher for the deck. So that's basically the plan. We are no Uro. I mean, you gotta draw the line somewhere. Actually, the main reason we don't have Uro is not because Uro's bad, it's actually just because we don't fill our graveyard. We could probably still play it, I guess, but we don't have any self-mill. We don't have any way to get cards in our graveyard, so getting it back is not super likely. Also, I wasn't sure what to cut. Also, if y'all have any other ideas of cards you want to test out in the deck, I am very open to whatever spicy cards you want to test out with, in our Sultai Panharmonicon show. But let's play a game. Let's play a game and see how it goes. I don't know where Yarok lines up with the meta. I mean, can we grind with like the Bant Mythic deck and all the busted stuff in the format? Could Garuda see play in this deck? So I've played one. Yeah, no Spark Double at the moment. I probably could have a Spark Double. Stonepoil could actually be sweet because we get so many lands once we get going. And of course, we got 80 cards. We got Yorion because we can. All right. This hand's going to be... We're going to see the power, hopefully, of... Hopefully see the power of Baron here. Baron is... Ooh, we're going to keep it. Baron is really good. And why does no one play Baron? I guess no one's playing Panharmonicon decks, but Baron is really good. Uh-oh. Gingerbrute, eh? Well, yeah, shock ourselves. Flibs, draw a card. Ooh, so painful. Opponent. Yeah, I don't know how this will go. Our opponent is very aggressive. Oh, it's Winota. Oh, boy. Well, play a land. Baron. Pick up Flibblethip. Draw a card. The shenanigans. It is Paw Blade. I'm a little worried. What happens with Paw Blade is it looks like a bad dog deck, and then they play Winota or Embercleave and you die. Opponent makes it dark. I mean, if our opponent has Winota, it's going to go very poorly. We'll kill Gingerbrute. Yeah, Risen Reef, trigger. Get a land. Okay, we're getting there. Triome. If we get to Ugin, that is the power of Ugin. If we get to Ugin while we're alive, we get to wreck our opponent. Opponent, tap land. Okay, dodging for this turn. I'm not really super worried about the Cur. Alright. Tajik, opponent, big attack. Huh? Double Mentor? Oh boy. Well, okay. Block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, block here takes 7. We might still just be dying. We go to 9. I don't know if we live long enough to get to Ugin. Yarok, double it up. If there's a Winota, we're definitely dead. Get a land. Get a land. Okay, well, this is it. Does our opponent have... I mean, we got the finisher for next turn. Does our opponent have Winota this turn? We got a Fade of Winota for 1 turn. Potentially also Embercleave. Once Ugin comes down, we got it. We got it. Hey, what's up, Izzet? How are you? I mean, that's the power. Okay, Tajik. That doesn't beat us. That doesn't. Oh, Selfless Savior. That also doesn't beat us. Game. That should be the game. Opponent gonna do some growing of their dorks. That is fine. We can chump block. We will block here. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. All right, we'll throw away our Risen Reef. Block. Ugin is so busted. Wait, what are we getting punted for, James? Well, apologies, opponent. Boom. That's an Ugin. That was a good try, but we have 1 card that ruins your entire deck, and our opponent scoops it up. I don't know. I don't know about Ugin. Like, I really don't. Like, is that good that we can do that? Like, our opponent was just running away with that game, We're like, hey, Ugin, like, we win now. Yeah, opponent is playing, I think they call the deck Paw Blade, because it's using Alpine Houndmaster to Squadron Hawk up dogs and then play them and attack with Ugin. Yeah, why does Ugin not have an animation? That is also very strange. Well, Ether Gust in, Noxious Grasp in, Disfigure in, Extinction Event in. We will go down. Man, Massacre Worm's also insane if we get to it. What are we cutting? So we can trim, like, Visionary dies to Bone Crusher. We can go down probably like a couple casualties, a Yarion, and let's go Llanowar Waste Growth Spiral. Run it like that. What humans from M21 are in Winota? So the Houndmaster is we're playing standard. I guess I should put that in the stream title. So Houndmaster is a human. That is kind of the main synergy of the deck. This is probably too slow. Solemn's insane, though. Well, okay. This is certainly questionable. Tajik is also a human. Yeah, we're up against Paw Blade. Try him, go. Well, will we be fast enough? Opponent's on the play, and if they have Winota, look out. They can even protect Winota. Equinox! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Water Grave tapped. Would Baron be too good if it had Flash? That would be a good answer to Winota. Ooh, opponent's got the quick start. Gets in, grows the Savior. Yeah, that's not looking good. Alright, Baron. I mean, Baron's good, but I don't know if it's good enough. Atomic Corpse, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. I mean, Venser's what, 1 more mana and it has Flash? And it bounces anything and a spell? I mean, it probably wouldn't be too good, would it? We have a new donation from McIntyre, $5. Hey, Seth, you've made videos for years. Have you ever considered an article or video picking your favorite decks you've ever made? Seeing one you pick as your greatest hits would be interesting. Thank you for supporting a good cause. Oh, all right, there's the Paw Blade. So opponent, Houndmaster, gets to get 2 draft comments, but that is drawing cards. And I think we're just dead. Yes. Well, okay. That was tough. We had the slow hand. Our opponent had a fast hand. Our deck would rather not be playing against aggro, I think. Aggro is kind of the tough range. Maybe we bring in the oozes and go down all the casualties. I think casualties just too slow. I think we just need to be as fast as possible for clogging up the ground. Yeah, I actually really like the idea of doing some sort of greatest hits type video. That could actually be fun. Is that something other people would want to see? Like, I guess it would be like a greatest hits. I realized when we were doing, the Blistering Rage 2020, I think it's been 5 years that I've been making videos full time. Because Blistering Rage, the original, was like, I think the 5th episode of Budget Magic, and that came out in June of 2015, and it's now June of 2020, so that's 5 full years. I mean, even like Against Odds, we're at episode like 245 or 246 or something. That's insane. That's just so many. All right, so if we do that, what are your picks? Give me some ideas. What would you put on the greatest hits playlist? Yeah, Yadman for the 30th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. All right. I mean, Rhinos got to be there. They definitely got to be there. I'm definitely planning on trying to continue to slowly update old Budget Magic, so when we kind of have slow times in the Magic calendar. All the expensive cards again. Too slow. Well, alright. We will put, I guess, Solemn to the bottom. Alright, I mean, this is better-ish. We got some removal. Alright, Salvo Savior, sure. Land. Well, we do need to hit lands, though. Flibblethip, give us land. All right, there's a Black Source. We're getting there. Helix, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Yeah, let's just Temple Scry. Ooh, I'm sorry, Yarok. I love you, but not right now. No attacks past the turn. The time you thought see Zombie Hunt and they scooped. That is kind of Zombie Hunt's thing. if you thought sees things go poorly, Oster's going to be interesting. So we get to Grow Spiral. Overgrown Tomb untapped. Legion Warboss resolves. However, we have our one sideboard disfigure. Out of here, Legion Warboss. Okay, we're getting there. Opponent passes. Yeah, we're drawing all of our sideboard cards. That is great. Okay, Breeding Pool. Now we have answers to Winota, too, which is good. Pass the turn. Daggerburn is another sweet one. Yeah, I will definitely try to, do it. Well, Ether Gust Winota for now. Opponent passes. Overgrown Tomb. Hydroid crosses. Draw a couple cards. No attacks. Well, here comes Winota. Yeah. Gets in with a Selfless Savior. Do they hit something awesome? Alright, so Houndmaster gonna get a bunch of dorks. Sure. Well, we get to block Selfless Savior. Kill it. Opponent sacks. Sure. Ooh, boy, we're drawing our sideboard cards. That is beautiful. So do you think if we did the greatest hits thing, do you think it would be better as like moments or entire episodes? Like the favorite decks that we've played, or like the sweetest moments of like an Against Odds episode or something? Do you keep a record of your Against Odds, Bunch of Brew, Against Odds, Bunch of Brew Out Nothing matchups? I do not. There is a fan who keeps track of Against Odds, like win percentages, but I don't have all the like specific matchups or anything, and I don't have them for other series as well. Any changes to the Snoop deck you ran the other day? I'm pretty happy with how the Snoop deck turned out, honestly. So I don't think so. 1, 2, 3. Well, we will Baron. Actually, go to combat. Hit our opponent. Baron. Pick up Crosses. Overgrown Tomb. Alright, pass the turn. Draw a card. Yeah, both Moments Yandex could be cool. Kind of add them all together. Alright, Selfless Savior, which means we need to kill Winota. Kerr. Okay. I think that's... Here comes the dogs! Is the Fiery Mirror? I haven't got to play the Fiery Mirror dance deck yet. It looked like a really cool idea, though. I like the idea of it for sure. 1, 2, 3. Well, alright, untap. What do we do? What do we do? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's just play a land. I think we're going to cross this, but cross this in a way that we can leave up Ether Gust. Cross this for 4. Draw some cards, gain some life. I really don't want to lose to Ember. Ooh, alright, more lands. Pass the turn. Hey, what's up, Zara? How are you? Hey, Goldfish, I've been away from Marina for a long time. Decided to return this past week. I've been playing old Meme Kim Shell in Historic. But I swapped out Phoenix for killed feeds and risk factors for removal. Any recommendations for entering Standard right now? So if you're a Memekin player, what would you play? I mean, you play mono red aggro. There's not really... That's probably the closest thing. Definitely not tier 1, but it's a legit deck. Mr. Foxpaws with a $27.84 donation. Thank you for using your platform for good and just cause. Also nice. Uh-oh, what are we up to? 70, 70, 69. Thank you so much, Mr. Foxpaws. Cycling's another sweet one. Have you thought about making a deck around Terror of the Peaks? Terror of the Peaks is something I want to like do the mass reanimation, I think. Or I saw someone saying Genesis Ultimatum, tried to put it into play alongside a bunch of other stuff. That also sounded kind of interesting. About it. Big attack. Well, we will block. Actually, block. No Embercleave, please. Oh my god, they always have it. Okay. Embercleave. Ugh. This is a deck that makes you feel like you're winning with dogs when you're not really. I think that's the main value of this deck. It makes you feel like you're doing something cool. Well, we'll see. We'll see if this is enough. There's still Embercleave floating around. Yeah. Opponent pumps. Opponent sacks. Hits us. Ooh, good. Ooh, good. That's a land. Well, Yarion. So if opponent equips and pumps, this hits for a lot. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Yeah, it does work. I mean, Embercleave and Winota are two really... They're on the busted list. I don't know how to do this. I want a Yorion. So this will be 4/5 power with double strike. Double strike, equip, pump. I want to bounce Crosses and draw a ton more cards next turn, but does that leave us dead? It's also going to get indestructible. All right. I guess we just got to do it this way. It's so much less exciting, but I want to be picking up Crosses and drawing more cards. But we can blink Baron and Flibblefip. Play Watery Grave tapped. No attacks. Get back our dorks. Bounce Kerr. There's always more Barons. We'll find another one. Okay, Gross Spiral redraws at least. That's better than a straight whiff. Favorite deck you've ever played? Ooh, that's a good question. You went, the old Jeskai Control? Yeah, I remember that deck. That deck was sweet. Potent. Alpine Watchdog. Makes a dork. Attacks. So opponent can sack this? Now block and block. Do we want to lose Yaron or Crosses? Let's block and block. Alright. Block. Yeah, that deck was definitely sweet. What is my favorite deck I've ever played? That's a really tough question. Probably, it's got to be like Panharmonicon, back when Panharmonicon was actually good for a minute. There was a brief moment in Panharmonicon history where Panharmonicon was actually sweet. And actually, like, competitive. Well, let's Grow Spiral. Put a land into play. Triome. Acolyte of Affliction. Get back Yarion. No attacks. Ooh, we're hanging on-ish. Potent. Oh my god, went out off the top. Makes a dork. They're going to get 2 triggers. Oh, Potent is... Wow. Wow. Oh, what? Oh my goodness. Oh. No, we block and block. And block. Take a billion. Oh, we noticed something. Well, stuff dies, but I don't know if we survive. Couldn't we see their whole hand? Couldn't we see their whole hand there? We could see 4 dogs in their hand. Wow. Huh. Interesting. And this is a client we run Pro Tours on. Coming up next weekend on your Players Tour. For $100,000. Can you guess which cards is revealed in your opponent's hand are real and which ones are not? It's like a sub game. It's like one of those like the zombie game with Call of Duty or whatever. It's like an add-on. You're gonna play a little guessing game along with your Pro Tour badge. I mean, maybe it's very forward thinking on Wizards' part. Like, sometimes games get a little slow and grindy in this standard. You get the mirrors with like Map Mythics that go on forever. It's a way to keep players invested in those kind of games. So apparently our opponent's draws were Winota and second Embercleave? That's unfortunate. I feel like we were super stable, but our opponent drew the right ones. Yeah, I guess we'll keep Thassa for the distant future. About it. Winota is definitely a card that can make you win. It is pretty good. Huh. Well, apparently it's an aggro kind of day. Our deck was not exactly built to play. Was not exactly built with mono aggro in mind. We were more thinking of the infinite Bat Mythic mirrors matchups. Skews is good though. Oh, wow, that was a blowout. Brutal blowout. What you got, opponent? If they don't kill Baron and we get Thassa going, that just kind of locks their creatures for a bit. And Thassa with Solemn is really good too. I checked out the clip when the opponent pulled the dog from the deck, the unknown becomes a dog. Yeah, that is a bug then. Well, yeah, Arena has a hard time with cards in hand, apparently. I'll play Thassa. Start doing fun things, like bouncing all your creatures. Maybe we need more Embercleave answers. Boom! Pick it up, pick it up. If money were no issue, what would your dream vacation be? Ooh. I mean, it would have to be someplace with a good internet connection. So I could still play Magic. Where would I go on my dream vacation? Honestly, I'm not a big like wow. Okay, apparently Baron Thassa, good enough. I don't know about the like tropical thing. I don't like super warm, like humid weather. I'd probably go I'd probably just go out to the mountains somewhere. Hey! That was easy. Maybe, I mean, that's not the most exciting dream vacation, but wow! Good God! Newmont with the huge raid. Welcome 1 million people, 1,300 people. What's up, Genji? How are you? We're Yaroking, of course. Welcome, everyone raiding. Massive raiding party. Hello. Good evening to y'all. Yeah, we are Yaroking. I realize that Yarok's rotating soon, and we got sweet new M20 stuff, so we are Yaroking. Yarokamonicon. How is the limited world? I assume Kenji was playing limited today. I haven't played. That's actually a good question. I have not played any M21. Hey, what's up? Tell Ben I said hello. How is M21 limited? I have not played any M21 limited. Like, not a single game. Is it a good format? I saw Ben said it was fast. That it's a really fast format. Yeah, Kenji's definitely a limited player for the most part. Although Kenji's had some success in like constructed pro tours. Or was it Mythic Invitational? What did Kenji top 4 not that long ago? Something. It's hard to keep track. There's so many different tournament names these days. It's hard to keep track of exactly what it was. Hey, how are you, Boblet? Good to see you. I mean, yeah, no one would understand Paw Blade if they had never played Magic before. At the same time, though, that's true of like 90% of Magic words. Like, most Magic words don't mean anything to a non-Magic player. So I don't actually think that's... I don't actually think that's like super unique to Paw Blade. Have you ever talked Magic with someone that doesn't know Magic, or even had someone overhear you, like you and your friend who do play Magic, talk about Magic, and then someone just like overhear your conversation? None of it makes any sense to them. Like the card names, the mechanics, like you might know what the words mean, but you have no idea what they mean in the context. And sometimes you don't even know what the words mean because those are basically made up too. Oh, we're going to see the power of Ooze here, eating this Uro. We don't really have anything better to do, so eat the Uro. We do want to kill Narset because we enjoy drawing cards. Temple of Mystery. Casualties is really good against Bat Mythic, so we are just going to, we're going to keep Casualties. Ooze also dodges Elspeth Conqueror's Death, which is, really? Okay. Well, opponent really doesn't want Ooze to live, which is fine. They might regret going so early, though, because now we get down Yarok. The Panharmonicon has arrived. My friend used to... Alright, so opponent's got all the Shadow of the Skies, sure. I'll play Leafkin Druid. Wow, this is so awkward, but we're going to Baron. Pick up Leafkin Druid to draw a card. Oh yes, that's Ugin. Okay, vote it. Let's see how you like Ugin. Oh, the saddest crosses draws a card. Opponent desperate for lands. Do they hit one? They do not. Oh my God, 2 Ugins. Tugin. Well, let the punishment commence. Destroy land, destroy creature. Woo! Casualty. It's sad that we don't get like cheaper land destruction, but Casualties is about as close as it gets in Standard to like actual land destruction. Oh, opponent passes. Well, we will Elvish Visionary draw a card. Leafkin Druid. Hit ya. What's your favorite Sethism for a card? Gotta go with Panglacial Worm. Wait, is Panglacial Worm not right? I thought... Isn't that how you say it? I thought that was it. Well, go to combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attack you, attack you. What do we even do here? I mean, let's do it. Ugin. Ugin your face. Play the Triome. Circudius Root. It's the... Oh, Pangalactic? Like Star Wars? Panglacial. It is Panglacial, isn't it? Panglacial. Riley, yeah. I mean, Riley. That is probably wrong. Scumble is one of my favorites just because of the way I said it. It was also, like, very far off, but, just the way I said Scumble was I was so convinced that was the way to say it. I said it very confidently. What are some other ones? Bonded Courier. That one's not really, I guess that's a Sethism, but it's not really, that one's not really a mispronunciation. That's more of a joke, but I find that one funny. And then I find it funny that people think that I'm accidentally saying Bonded Courier instead of Bomat Courier. That's one of the ones that I think is funny for that reason too. Yeah, Deuce. I mean, yeah, dropping a Deuce. I remember saying that a lot of times at Against Odds episode. Donovan made that was a good one too. All right, what do we want against Bat Mythics? So we can go down Massacre Worm. That doesn't do much of anything. We want Mystical Disputes. So we basically just got to go. And maybe we thought distortion too. We basically just got to go blow for blow with this deck, I think. We need to... We need to be able to just fight power with power, essentially. Shendura Mom, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so what are we cutting? We got to cut things before we time out. Oh, dear. We got to cut things very quickly. All right, Llanowar Visionary out. One Acolyte of Affliction out. Ooh, running out of time. One of you, and one of you. Boom. Not the best sideboarding, but we're running out of time. Yes, I'm 54. 54 and a half. Soon to be 55. The modern top 10 video was just correct to your pronunciation. I don't think that's quite true. He did correct me on Snoop, which apparently conspicuous is not the way that you say that card name, but I don't think it wasn't that many, was it? Do you want this land? Yeah, I guess we do. All right, keep the land, go. I mean, this is probably as good as it gets for Thought Erasure. Ooze is so good. You should definitely be playing Ooze. Hey, what's up, Selly Cell? We are playing Yarok. Of course, we haven't Yarok since M21 came out. Crosses will be good eventually. Wow, did our opponent just main phase take up Blast Zone? I guess we got knocked way down rank-wise because of... yeah, to the bottom. We did get knocked way down rank-wise because of the reset today. MTG Strategist! Welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub, thank you so much. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goblin Crate Maker. He makes crates. I mean, in theory, the way I think the system is supposed to work is that higher ranked players would be better, presumably, or have won more than lower ranked players. So I think as we rank up, we should. I mean, if our opponent just cracks his Blast Zone, they wanted to. They were saved by their tap land. You could see their opponent. They did not want to take that 2 damage. If they didn't have a tap land last turn, I'm like 99% sure they were going to spend a land to Blast Zone or Scavenging Ooze. I'm pretty sure that's what was about to happen there. You could see him try, and then they realized it cost 3 and they had the tap land. Sometimes you just don't want to take 2 off of Scavenging Ooze. It's across the line. Yeah, we'll grab a Swamp. If you cannot afford Chalice of the Void, what would replacement be? For the Goblin deck? So I think Chalice of the Void is actually not super necessary in that deck. You could play Thoughtseize. I think we have enough black mana that you could Thoughtseize. That might just be better anyway, honestly. I wasn't like super impressed with the Chalice of the Void sideboard plan. I think it's probably okay, but I definitely don't think it's great. Now let's just cross this, I guess. Grab a Forest. But I think the main deck I really like from the Goblin deck, and I was really happy with. Sideboard, I think you can change things up. Double Masters Booster Box come with 2 box topper promos if you buy from LGS. Do we know that before, or is it... Ooh, that is some Risen Reefs. All he needs a Yarok. Alright, so opponent waited and got a little more value. Blood Moon, I think, could be a fine... Well, I think Blood Moon would still be okay. It would turn off some of our lads, but I think it would still be worth it. Yeah, I don't care about their Blast Zone. If they want to sack their lands to Blast Zone us, that's fine. We got so much card draw, like... In some sense, we're kind of on the free roll here. We're just... Maybe we just outvalue Bat Mythics. I guess our opponents' starts have not been that insane, but... Like, we're just out-ramping them. We're going, look at what we're doing to the best deck in Standard. Earwig Squad could be cool. Not sold on the extra combo goblin. Yeah, I could cut the backup combo and just play more like beatdown stuff, more lords. That might be fine. Nissa. All right, we have a plan for that. No blocks. 1, 2, 3. Oh, play a land. Oh, opponent. Opponent. Oh, I apologize in advance. Casualties. We will go land, creature, planeswalker, creature, land, planes. Woo! And then we will follow it up with Risen Reef number 3. Oh, Baron. That'll bounce a Risen Reef next turn to draw more cards. Ugin. Oh my god, in Yarok. I don't even want to play Ugin. I don't want to. I just want to draw cards. I almost want our opponent to have a sweeper so this game can keep going. Oh, Yarok, sweet. An opponent. Done. All right. So far, I mean, record-wise, we've been doing well, and we're about to get out a silver, thankfully. Our one loss came to getting janked out by Winota. But Yarok, I mean, feeling good there. That went really well. First time catching a stream, but follow your channel since the beginning. I'm glad to join the party. Well, Thormig Beggy, Bleggy, welcome to the Twitch. Glad to have you. Yeah, it's definitely fun. The fun thing about, for me at least, about Twitch compared to YouTube is we get to interact, you get to talk and like joke and ask questions in real time. Oh, by the way, if you're getting here, we mentioned this earlier in the stream. Thursday stream is a special stream. It is a long-rumored pizza stream. So it's going to be our final charity stream for our big like charity drive. Going to go for $10,000 with $5,000. The first $5,000 already being matched by someone, which is insane. But we're going to start an hour early, 5 o'clock on Thursday, Eastern time instead of 6. There's a website where you're going to be able to submit deck lists you want to play, and then you can vote for deck lists and pizza toppings. You can get more votes by donating, and then halfway through the stream, we'll order pizza, and at the end of the stream, I will actually be forced to eat the pizza with the toppings of your choice after being forced to play the decks that you submitted and of your choice. So it is Thursday, so it's basically the same time we normally stream on Thursday, but moved up an hour. So we'll be streaming, we normally stream at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're moving it up an hour to 5 p.m. So basically, we'll have an extra hour for the stream without going late into the night. So 5 p.m. Eastern time, 5 to 9, roughly. Brunched! Welcome to the Fishbowl. I don't want to eat pineapple pizza. I know you're going to make me. I know you are. Because y'all are cool like that. But I don't like pineapple pizza. So, format-wise, as far as submitting decks, standard or historic. So we decided to do an arena. The only thing I really don't want to do is jump back and forth between arena and moto. That would not make for the most appealing stream. So if you're submitting decks, standard or historic are on the table. I think I pretty much have all the cards, and if not, I can use wild cards to get them. So, wow, opponent is seeing some truths, anticipating like crazy. All right, we can't actually kill that. This is awkward. Leave Kid Druid. I get the feeling that we really probably needed that ooze. Oh, I've never eaten anchovies. Pineapple pizza should be illegal everywhere. If you have a petition to make it illegal in New York, I will gladly side. And might even make up a couple fake names to sign with, too. Clam pizza? Is that even a thing? I mean, I guess anything on pizza is a thing. Anchovies, I can't, yeah. I have no interest in ever trying anchovies on pizza. I mean, I've seen the Futurama episode. that was enough. I assume that's the reaction for basically everyone. Finale of Promise. Yeah, that's not going to do what you were hoping. But wow, this is interesting. We're definitely getting super punished for not being able to kill this Electromancer. Electromancer is just going off with the jank. Opponent gets in, no blocks. Tap lad. Alright, well, land and Yarok. I don't know what our opponent's deck's doing other than drawing cards. Favorite pizza, just normal, like cheese and meat, pepperoni, sausage, things like that. That's my favorite kind of pizza. Cathartic reunion. Is this a Phoenix deck? What is going on? Okay, so it is a Phoenix deck of some sort. I will say my Gamma Electromancer is a card that if it just sits on the battlefield in a deck like this, it is absurd. Like, it is just like, it is so insane. Like, the amount of spells our opponent gets to cast is just over the top. Alright, opponent passes. Well, land and creature. Get rid of Electromancer. Get rid of a dual land. Get in with Yarok. Well, this will slow our opponent down a little bit at least. Opponent's going to block. I assume they're just planning on getting back their dork. Opponent plays a lad. They drew a lot of cards. Yeah, Ooze would have been great if it stuck around. Ooze is like our best card for this matchup for sure. Phoenix seems like it has a lot of pieces. Alright, finale. Go draw more cards. To the bottom. These See the Truths have actually worked. Our opponent has actually drawn their cards in the right order to make See the Truth good in Standard. Desi J, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you about it. Get back, Phoenix. Hitting us. Sure. Well, Llanowar Visionary, draw 2. Temple, Scry 2, Grow Spiral Bottom. I don't think we need another Baron. Baron. Bounce Phoenix. Bounce Visionary. We got tricks too. Hit you, Gates of Life. Back up to 15. Draw another card. We got shenanigans. We can do shenanigans. It is pretty sweet. I think bouncing Visionary is better since it draws a card when it comes into play. But yeah, I think that line is what we wanted. Phoenix is a lot worse when you got to cast it. All right, opponent manages to discard it. Thankfully, they've only found one Phoenix so far. This Yarian will be good if we get it down to just hold the Phoenixes at bay, hopefully. Yeah, opponent has drawn so many cards. They only have 27 cards left, and it's not that late in the game. Baron... These finales are going off. They discarded another Phoenix. They managed to kill the Baron. Alright, well, here comes 2 Phoenixes. Hits us. One, two, three. I'll play Visionary, draw 2. Fabled Passage, crack it. Island. Go to combat. Get in with Yarok. Yarion. Untap everything. get it back. Draw 2. Ooh, that's so many lands, so many lands. Here's a deck I'm trying to get ready for Modern. Wondering if you would tell me what you would change. Yeah, let me take a look, Techu. I have a Whip Ugin Scale. Ooh. I think it's saying access denied, James. Bantish. Might need to change the settings on it. The share settings. Cathartic Reunion. Draw some cards. Maybe our opponent would just mill out. That would be good. We would accept the great milling. See the truth. Anticipates. They're under 20 cards in their deck. Opponent. Crash through, draws a card. Land. Wow, they're hitting it. Okay, sure. Opponent gets it. Hits us. Down to 4. I'll go to combat, get with Yarok. Hit our opponent. One, two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, all right. Crosses for 8. Draw some cards, gain some life. Discard, discard, discard. Oh, if they got more removal, though, they're going to get us. We're trying. I mean, we can't just win the game because they can kill it. They have these blitzes that are just exile. They're just hard removal. So there goes our stuff. There's another Arclight Phoenix opponent. Well, so what happened there is our opponent had yeah. So that is what I was. That's what I was expecting. Alberto, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. However, I think that was our opponent's deck literally being as good as it could possibly be. Like that was the dream draw. So I think we didn't draw what we needed, and our opponent, they just had absolutely when they built their deck, that was what they dreamed of happening. So I think that's it. CG Dagan, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was not. I mean, they managed to draw 6 cards with 8 cards with See the Unwritten by turn 4, I think. Which is, I think, pretty above the curve. It seems unlikely that you get to do that all that often. Also, if they didn't have exactly the ability to kill the ooze on turn 2, what does their deck do there? They just, like, what does their deck do if you just ooze? Can their deck not beat that? I kind of feel like it can't. Yeah, we have our Thought Distortion. Yeah, I would guess that the problem with trying to play... Boy, tap lands for days. We don't have a way to deal with our opponent just playing Goblin Electromancer, which is a card that lets their deck look like a real deck. I think we're going to mulligan. Come on, Magic Gods. Come on, Magic Gods. Oh, boy. Well, this isn't good. Yeah, they could definitely have some Sprite Dragons. Well, all right. Well, I think we just give up. All right. Well, yeah. yeah. Multifor on the play. Temple go. That's magic. I mean, the first ad, I don't think it was good, but it was better than spinning into 2 1-landers in a row. So, in hindsight, it was better than that. I don't think it's actually a very good hand, though. Leave kid go. We'll see. Well, play a lad. Solemn about it. Disdainful stroke, sure. It's gonna be difficult to win with a 4-card starting hand. It would be sweet if we did, though. Sometimes miracles happen. Opponent plays a land, Stormwing entity. Gets to do some scrying. And Ugin's a ways away. We'll bounce Stormwing entity past the turn. Where's the Yarok? Well, somewhere at the bottom of our deck on the Multifor. Let me see Tedshu. Oh, I think the Bat deck looks good. I mean, I think Bant Stoneforge is a pretty good archetype. Zetsicod, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I remember you winning with 1 card. It is possible. It happens once in a while. Cathartic Reunion. Discards a Phoenix. Draws some cards. Gets in for 4. Hits us. Well, we play Arisen Reef. Opponent's got a counter. Yeah, we just don't have the resources to fight this battle, unfortunately. Hey, what's up, Dr. Do? Doing well. This game, the Multifor, is making us not do well, but... See, so our opponent's hand last game was significantly above average. By this point, they had drawn more than half their deck with those See the Unwrittens. So I think that their last game was above average. This time, the problem is our game is way below average. Like, so far below average. We have another new donation from Dazzy J. $50 donation. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting a great cause and trying to affect positive change in the world. Well, thank you for the donation, Dazzy J. Definitely helps. Up to $7,100. Nearly saved Jim. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I found a deck I like playing random on Arena. Tweaked it to some text. What do you think? Let me see, Jank Jesus. Finale, getting back stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty tempted just to concede here. We just don't have the... Yeah, we will go on to the next game. Oh, Magic Gods. Undefeated, even in 2020. Mono Red Taunting Perforos. Ooh. That looks really fun when it comes together. I mean, being able to one-shot with Brash Taunter is definitely sweet. It definitely seems like a really fun... I mean, it's super budget-friendly, too. I think the problem... So my concern is, as far as actually, like, winning with it, there's just so many, like, Brazen Borrowers, Elspeth Conquers Deaths, like... Oh, boy. All right, hopefully we draw some of the cheaper end of our deck here. But, we got 3 lands, and as we learned last game... It can always get worse. Well, we'll keep a land. I guess that's the other possibility. We can just hit our land drops. But yeah, it seems like when it comes to... This again? Oh, this again. All right. Triobe, go. Well, we'll see if we... see if we live long enough to do anything. Bonnet. Plays a lad. Tajik. Goes attacking. Grows the dog. Well, play land, play crosses, X2. Yeah, we just drew all the expensive cards this game. More lands. Ship the turn. Well, do you got Winota to win the game? Selfless Savior, so no Winota yet. Boda goes to combat, attacks. Way blocked. Opponent gives a first strike. We go to 12. Well, land and Yarion. Pass the turn. PB, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to your video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Played against a Fire Emancipation deck, lost, got ping 12 off the ley line, so I tried to kill something. Yeah, the idea is definitely super sweet. It makes you think it's a dog deck, but it's not. It's a Winota Embercleave deck that plays some dogs. So it can feel like a dog deck. That's my take on the deck, at least. How horribly wrong is this going to go? Let's bound. Alright, block Tajik. We drop to 7. Houndmaster. Okay. Gonna draw some dogs. It is doggy. It is dog-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, casualties. Creature, land. UU. Well, we lived until the casualties part of the game, and that should make things hard for our opponent. If they don't have lands, they can't play Winota. There's a watchdog. Sure. Boat it. Passing. Ooh. Oh, this is sweet. We get to Baron. Yes, Baron value. Bounce a watchdog. Ooh, how greedy is it to shock ourselves? And let's just Risen Reef and not shock ourselves. Next turn we can get down Thassa and start the blinking. What do you think? What do you think of the Paw Blade deck? Is that something that we should? Do you want to see it played? Has the mood on Winota shifted now that we've had Bannings? Like, is Winota cool again? Or should we not try the Paw Blade deck because it's a Winota Embercleave deck? Well, that's game. Well, sorry, opponent. That was a good attempt. We will -2, I say. See you later, dogs. Apparently, Ugin is not a fan of the dogs. Whoa! I mean, that is what Ugin can do. Well, bring in any removal we can muster to deal with the swarm. Bring in the scavenging oozes to have more blockers. Ugin is busted. It is legitimately really busted. I really think that we might look back on putting in the set and be like, I don't know. What got me into Magic? I had a roommate in college that had played Magic, but wasn't actively playing Magic, and then randomly got a bunch of cards from, I don't know, his mom's basement or wherever they were stored when he was in college, and started playing again. And so I saw people playing and eventually thought it looked interesting and kind of went from there. Started playing casually with the little like college play group of friends, and then just kept going down the Magic path, really. Selfless Savior. Selfless Savior's been pretty good. Actually seems like a pretty good card. Bone it. Temple of Triumph. I mean, if there's good news, it's that the core set rotates earlier, so we'll have rotation like just over a year, like a year in one set release. All right, here they come. War Boss. Well, play the Ooze. Watery Grave. Pass the turn. Ooh, is it enough? Do they have Winota? Embercleave is frightening. Would Leech's Ad be a good sideboard card with all the Paw Blade running around? Maybe. I think the main thing, if you play against the Paw Blade deck, is being able to beat... Oh, is this going to be Embercleave? So I think the main thing with the Paw Blade deck is... Alright, so we'll let this resolve. See what they put it on. Alright. Well, then we'll... I guess we gotta gust the cleave then. Gust it. This does mean it's coming back, presumably. I would like to see more rotations a year. I don't know. People are still very resistant to that idea. Paw Blade is a really good name. And it is a cool... I mean, it is a cool deck. It is cool to see dogs, like, kinda... Even though I like to say they're not really winning with dogs. And I stand by that mostly. Like, you're winning with Embercleave. It is cool to see a deck that has, like, 3 different dog creature type cards in it actually see play. So Embercleave's going to return. Well, let's just Baron. Bounce War Boss. And... yeah. Play another Ooze. Get in with Ooze. Hit ya. We might be good. We might be surviving the Embercleave. Hey, Seth, just wanted to let you know that my local news used one of your clips in a segment about cool things to do while staying at home. Whoa, really? That's awesome. I don't think I've ever been on the news before. I'm gonna have to check that out. That's super cool. That's super awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, we'll block here, block here. Kill Figs. Play the land. Play Solemn. Get a lad. We need a Ugin. We need an Ugin. Get a forest. Archburglar Lord, thank you for your subscription. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big scoop cheer for you. Oh, did you get me? I haven't actually watched it because we're on stream. Oh, well, that's less cool. Oh, vote it. An opponent just scoops it up. James, I keep getting an access denied thing when I try to pull up your thing. It just says don't have access. So I appreciate you trying to share it though. Well, okay, stayed alive. Did we not mark down? Did we lose again? Are we 3-1? Did we lose last round? I feel like, oh yeah, that was the Mulligan game. So we're 3-2. I mean, the deck is, it's kind of working-ish, relatively. We beat the dogs. We're good enough to barely beat dogs. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't seem like our opponent was out of that, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Quick reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and if you need some magical cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. Thank you. Getting rickrolled. Oh boy. Got another month of good salt from Plat to Mythic again. I hate season. What do y'all think about Arena system? So this has been a conversation that's kind of been going on just the last couple days about Arena in tournament play. So discounting everything else. Discounting animations and client and economy out of, I guess, Paper Magic / Magic Online in Arena. What system do you like to play more? Like, do you prefer the, like, leagues or, like, GP, Magic Fest, big, long Swiss tournaments? Or do you prefer the, like, ladder grind style system that we have in Arena? Just focusing on the tournaments, like, not considering all the other stuff. Because I know there's a ton of different things people like and dislike about all that stuff. I know for me, I've never played ladder games before. Ooh. Up against like Flash or something. So I've never played ladder games before. So my only real experience with ladder games has been Arena, and as someone coming from like Magic Online / Paper, the grind of the ladder is a little bit awkward. I'm not the biggest fan of how that actually plays in practice. More tap lands. Baz the turn. Bone on taps. I feel like, so here's another question that I've been wondering about. Does a ladder reward you for being good, or does it just reward you for playing a good deck a lot? Like, so I don't really know. I haven't researched this in depth. I kind of get the feeling that if you're like a halfway decent Magic player and you play a lot of Magic and you play whatever tier deck, like, you're going to hit Mythic, right? Isn't that kind of how it works? If you win like 50%, 51% of the time, like, you'll hit Mythic eventually? Because that's what I always wonder with people that, I mean, it's definitely an accomplishment, and I feel good when I hit Mythic. Like, I think that's part of how the reward system works. But I always wondered when people, like, talk about it, is that, how big of an accomplishment is it really? Does that just mean you played 40 hours a week, or does that mean you, like, had a really good season as far as, like, winning? That's a lot of lofty denials. All right. What is our opponent playing? Force Spike Tribal? There's got to be flyers, right? You don't just play a million for lofty denials without having flyers in your deck. I'll draw a card. Baron. All right. Well, that is a lot of lofty denials. Have we got Force Spike 3 times this game? Opponent passes. Well, go to combat. Attack. Play Lanimore Visionary. Psycho Smurf for the 44th month. Can't stick around for long due to LASIK recovery, making my eyes super tired. Still, but hope you like the budget Hollow Blade list. The 3-drop vampires sort of good together. Hollow Blade and Gall is dub. Hey, Psycho Smurf, I hope the eyes get better. Yeah, that is a sweet sounding deck. Well, all right, so we draw land. Let's play another Flibblethip. Come on, number four, come on, you got it. If you got it, you got to do it. Just to say you Force Spiked 4 times. All right, so we get to draw a card. Temple, Scry. We'll keep crosses. That gets route counters. Pass the turd, pass the turd. Sight for sore eyes. I can't believe how much we've gotten hit. Spike's Cafe donated $500 to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund to share 100% company math. Spike's Cafe, thank you so much. That is insane. I don't think there's a way for me to add it to the total, but it counts in my heart, and that is amazing. And definitely smart to take advantage of the company match as well. That is definitely a good idea. Thank you so much. All right, so we will Baron. Again. Okay, so opponent's got all the counters, that's for sure. Let's... So we're going to lose this, right? Just all the counters and we lose? Alright, so we resolved a spell. Sort of. Play the Triome. Pass the turn. Any chance you could post the blue-white flicker list you were looking at? Oh, come on now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Alright, sure. And that looks like game to me. Huh, alright. Well, we got Force Spike 3 times. Do you like the full artwork got released in M21? The full artwork for what? Yeah, that was interesting. Those lofty denials actually worked for our opponent there. Well, we'll bring in Noxious Grasp. We'll bring in, I guess, Extinction Event. And probably Mystical Disputes. Massacre Worm, I don't know if it actually kills our opponent's stuff. Casualties probably gets hit by one of the million counters. I think in general, our deck should do fine against that deck, but this time I guess we'll play around. We'll try to play around Lofty Denials, which apparently our opponent has many of. We didn't even see any flyers. Lofty Denial does not seem very playable without flyers. I hate Nissa more than I hate Teferi. You like the expanded border promo stuff? Yeah, I think it's good. I don't like it as much as like the storybook cards from like Throne of Valderrain or the comic book cards from Ikoria. Those cards were like amazing, but I think the solemn art is really sweet. But I think it's still sweet in general. Yeah, season reset an hour ago or something. At some point today. Yeah, we definitely don't need more lands here. Play the land bastard. For those who are starting their arena collections, what M21 cards do you recommend spend wild cards on? Well, let's leave good. Pass the dirt. So I think that in M21, you're probably going to need the Scry lands if you don't already have them. So if you're just starting out, the Scry lands are kind of the foundation of mana bases in Standard. So I would try to get those. Teferi's going to see a lot of play. It's already seeing a lot of play. What else is on the top of the list as far as Standard? Mythic-wise, the Mythics, Ugin is definitely up there with Teferi. Those are probably the two big Mythics in terms of actually seeing heavy play. Ugin is probably seeing actually way more play than Teferi right now, honestly. Well, let's grow Spiral. Go Lofty Denial. Oh, we're playing around the Lofty Denials. Opponent. Well, life is harder when when we don't just run into Mana Tithe every time. Oh, that is okay. Sure, yes, we are fine with that. Aethergust, eh? Do we care about this? The problem is we don't have anything going on if we don't have this. But I guess it's not doing much, right? To the bottom. I like Risen Reef. Risen Reef. Start drawing cards! Yes, please put the land into play. Fabled Passage. Alright, opponent. Things are happening, things are happening. Whew! Yeah, I guess we don't... Yeah, that's what I realized. Like, it's not like that extra mana is really doing anything for us anyway, so... well, let us... go to combat. Get one with Risen Reef. Yes! Yes! Try to wolf us, opponent. Oh, this is exactly what we were hoping for. Forest. Yeah. Oh. Shark Typhoon is not what we were hoping for. Alright. Well, you got us, opponent. Actually, it's us that are punished. It's a shark and not a wolf. Alright, that's not good. Well, opponent, sure. Kills our Risen Reef, unfortunately. Well, we'll play Yarion. Play the land, pass the turn. Aye. Aye, the sharks. Vote it. I mean, we can't bounce it. Barrett needs to have flash. Barrett should have flash, I think. I think Barrett is deserving of flash. Favorite combo in Magic today? Probably the Snoop Goblin combo. That deck was sweet, and it was super fun. 1, 2, 3. So if our opponent... Alright, if they shark again, that's fine. We're going to attack. Boom. Get in there. Apparently we're the aggro now. Oh, if we had that other Risen Reef, life would be so sweet. Opponent takes it. Well, Risen Reef. Wow, resolves. Okay. Get the land. Pass the turn. Yeah, Baron with Flash would be super sweet. Well, alright. Wolf dealt with. Opponent, land. Hardcast Shark Typhoon. Interesting. I'll play Baron. Pick up Risen Reef. Replay Risen Reef. Ugh, get another land. Hit you with the Arion. Well, here comes the Sharks, apparently. How many spells can our opponent have? Goes to 12. Play the land. Draw a Risen Reef past the turn. Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be super close. Yeah, Baird would be great with Flash. Well, how many Sharks can our opponent make? That is the question. I'm kind of surprised he didn't... Oh, it's Shark Typhoon Flood. Okay, that makes more sense. Opponent passes. We'll crack. Well, we got to go... We got to go power for power and just be able to fight through these Sharks. Get a land. We are going to start drawing cards, which is good. More lands. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So opponent could counter. All right, main phase. Risen Reef. Cast the Mystical Dispute. Well, opponent is full-on Shark mode. Get some triggers. Get a land. Leafkin. Play Leafkin. Get some triggers. Get a land. Acolyte. Temple. Alright, keep Thassa. Oh dear. Is it going to be enough? That's a big board of Sharks. They cast 2 Shark Typhoons. That might be enough. That is a scary clock. That's a real scary clock. What do you got, opponent? So we're taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? That is a lot of damage. Yeah, Flash is an annoying deck. Not annoying if you're just playing Teferi, but we're not. Opponent. Gets in with a big shark. Get in with a little shark. Interesting. Well, we will block a shark. Drop to 10. Well, Acolyte. Decline. I mean, they can't have another counter, right? I mean, who knows? They always can. Yarion. Grow Spiral to make more sharks. I'm actually not sure we survive this. We definitely don't unless we draw into something. Well, we get 1,000,000 triggers. We bounce the big shark. Grow Spiral. Scryland. Ooze to the bottom. Well, maybe. This could be close. Rampaging Milk. Solemn to the hand. Ooh, Extinction Event. That's our... Oh, we have the answers if we survive. Oh, my goodness. Pass the turn. Oh, we're just... They have 5? Oh, we're just dead. Oh, this is... That looks like 4, Arita. So, how many sharks are here? That's 5 2/2s? Wow. Rampaging Milk, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, boy. Play the Hammer type deck against 2 decks. The Hammer got pulled out of the deck with Unmoored Ego. What would you do after that? Would you put an equipment card in the sideboard to help or what? People are bringing in... Yeah, that was something I haven't really seen before. Usually people don't hardcast their Shark Typhoons, but that opponent did, and it worked out for him. Somehow. Hey, what's up, Cordis? How are you? Well, this looks like a reasonable hand. We'll see what our opponent's doing. Oh, man. Are we doing this again? See, this is... Alright. Mastermind's Tome. Oh, so opponent's probably playing the Bluegan deck. That's cool. Well, Leaf can go. So this is just a race to Ugin, pretty much. Iron Redded! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, Akron. Definitely appreciate the kind words. Opponent, Palladiumir. Well, they might be getting to the Ugin before we do. Risen Reef, Trigger. Opponent scries. Yeah, opponent's got a lot of mana. To the top, that's not a good sign. Oh, you get a land. Scry land. Land to the bottom past the turn. Well, we'll see. Ordinary Myth. Well, I mean, this is kind of what standard is at this point. Ordinary Myth, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Risen Reef number 2. The Bluegan deck is cool. Has Sublime Epiphany. Oh, play a land. Crack it. So this probably means Ugin is coming this turn. Hopefully it doesn't. Sublime Epiphany is insane. Unfortunately, it gets super wrecked by Mystical Dispute, which is in 50% of decks or something. But if you dodge it, it's insane. How about non-legendary Yorion, aka 4-mana clone? Yeah, I can definitely play Spark Double in the deck. Alright, there's Little Ugin. Opponent blows up the Risen Reef. Well, Crag Fabled Passage. Casualties would be good. That would be a card we would like to draw against this deck very much. Blue, blue, black, black. Well, take a Swamp. Have you done a deck with Shark Typhoon in Modern? Have not. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess we just do that. Fabled Passage. Crag Fabled Passage. Yeah, I think that Shark Typhoon in Modern, it could be sweet. I think the challenge is, the way Shark Typhoon plays, it looks like Metallurgic Summonings, but it's so often correct to cycle it and just make a shark that I'm afraid that would happen a lot if we actually played a deck build around it. Opponent gonna draw a card. We also draw some cards. Pass the turn. Well, let's see if they find Big Ugin. The Great Ugin Wars of 2020. Opponent, we have not found an Ugin. Land. Renowned Weaponsmith. Okay. Passes. Well, play the land, crack the land, thin the deck. Kill the Ugin. I mean, if our opponent doesn't find an Ugin, we got hope. We got hope. Yeah, Shark Typhoon and Blue Trod would be sweet. That seems like it could be a good home. I've seen some control decks play it, just because an uncounterable threat that draws you a card when you cycle it is pretty good. Well, kill Ugin number 1. Play... Visionary. Draw a card. Okay. Maybe we are the one with the Ugin. Solemn. Get a land. Okay. Okay, so we got the Ugin. Ugin is good. Get the land. More visionaries. More card draw. Yeah, I mean, they either don't have Sublime Epiphany or they didn't want to use it. I mean, if opponent finds Ugin here, it's still really good. Even though we can play Ugin on the backswing, it's still pretty insane. Because they have so many colorless stuff, so much more colorless stuff than we do. So that is their benefit here. Taking up the Blast Zone. Wizards brought Modern to Standard. Standard does feel a little modern-y. It has recently. Just kind of the... I'm going to place the land. I mean, the good news is... even though our Ugins aren't as good, we have lots of other sources of card advantage. Huh. Okay. Another tome. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yarok would be good. Where's our Yarok? Why don't you fit in for Black Tutor? I feel like this is a deck that just draws enough cards that we don't especially need the Black Tutor. Risen Reef. Trigger. Okay, there's Casualties. That's our answer for after our opponent gets Ugin. Acolyte. What do you say about it? Alright, there's the counter. Well, put Yarian in her hand. Play news. Pass the turn. Do you use any products in your beard? I'd be able to grow one over quarantine. Yours is my goal. Much love. Thank you for the streams. Well, thank you for the kind words. I don't really use many products on my beard. I wash it normally like I do my hair when I take a shower, just the same hair stuff. I've used beard oil a little bit now and then, but it's not something that I swear by or use religiously. So, yeah, my beard's pretty low maintenance for the most part. Would Grim Tutor be good in a Jund deck? So I think that Grim Tutor, my impression of it right now is that it's, thankfully it's Little Ugin. My impression of it right now is it's mostly a card that you want to use to get combo pieces. We'll have to try it more as just a fair card in general. If you're just getting like fair value cards, paying 3 extra mana to get them is usually not good. So I think that's normally where tutors end up falling. Not Yarion. Tap tap. Captain Crunchberry for the 2nd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blink it all. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we gotta. All right, we do this. We get the big Ugin. Kill the little Ugin. What brew do you have to use today? This is Yarok. We're playing Sultai Yarok, the M21 edition of Yarokamonicon. Well, shoot down an Ugin. Get back all of our stuff. Where's our Yarok? We could use a Yarok. Get a bunch of triggers. 1. Come on, Yarok. Yarok will be really good here. Get a land. Get... Well, casualties is good. Casualties means we're not going to lose to our opponent's Ugin. So here's the thing about the Snoop deck in Scheming Symmetry is... We actually, an opponent, they know what Ugin's like. They're playing an Ugin deck. They know how it goes. Scoops it up. Yeah, it's really rare to actually get to Ultimate Ugin. Opponents just always scoop. So the Snoop deck, you really need it to be Bogart Harbinger because the way the combo works, you need to tutor 2 different things to the top of your deck. So if you play Scheming Symmetry, you could put Kiki Jiki on the top of your deck. But then you just make a ton of Snoops and you can't win the game. So even though if you could play it for value, like if you just want to like put a value-y Goblin on top of your deck, which I don't know what Goblin would be good enough to make that worth it. But that's kind of the problem is it doesn't actually set up the combo because the combo needs 2 tutors in the same turn instead of just 1. If you make Snoops on their end step, you can kill with just Kiki Jiki and Snoop. That's true. But Scheming Symmetry is a sorcery, right? So you'd have to Scheming Symmetry, wait to your opponent's end step after they get to tutor for a card. Seems like they would most likely be able to tutor for an answer to the Snoop. So, yeah, I don't know. Personally, I like the idea of it. I can see the idea of how it would be sweet, because you want stuff on top of your decks for Snoop. But I'm actually, like, a little meh on it actually being good. Hey, thank you, Tenchu. Thank you for hanging out on the stream and all the great conversations. Conspicuous Snoop. I had a ultimatum deck and most people scoop to the second ultimatum. Everyone scoops to the third. Yeah, that's sometimes the issue. I mean, you can't really blame people. You can't really expect them to sit through you just like, hey, sit around by Ultimate Ugin when you know you're dead. So I can't really blame people for scooping. I scoop if I know that's going to happen most of the time too. So it's hard to blame them, but it does mean you never get to see Ugin Ultimates or the third ultimatum. Yeah, Goblin Trashmaster can be pretty good in the right matchup. Well, we will slow down this Palladium Mirror plan. Barrett is here. Baron does have me beat on Beards, I think. So has anyone found any super sweet standard decks? Are you going to do a keyboard stream someday? Ooh, like play keyboard? Possibly. Do you see Liliana Waker of the Dead being played? So Liliana, it doesn't strike me as like a staple planeswalker, but I do think it is of a power level. Ooh, that casualty would have been good. I do think it is of a power level that it can show up on in certain decks. Well, get in, hit ya. But yeah, I don't think it's like just gonna show up in everything, like how Teferi or Ugin show up in a ton of different decks. But if you're a deck that can really take advantage of like reanimation, the discard mode, some sort of 8 rack, or like, ooh, we get our casualties anyway, or some other way to like pressure your opponent's hand, I think in those shells it can be pretty good. Well, Mystical Dispute is a card. That is a card. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is Ugin mana. I guess we gotta go for it. Yarion. Don't dispute us. We just want to blink our Baron. Okay, that's fine. Opponent draws a card. I'm doing well, Flame Lord. How are you doing? Blink. End of turn. Get him back. Baron is actually pretty powerful. I think Baron is underrated. I think Baron is actually going to be good. Okay, that is Ugin. How are you doing, Flame Lord? I had some fun with a janky deck that used Arcanus to get back See the Truth. We got wrecked by a Phoenix deck with See the Truth. It was just like finaleing back See the Truth, and it was really frightening. They drew so many cards. I was a little jealous. Can't wait for the fetch lands to be reprinted if they ever do. Hopefully they will be. I mean, we know they're going to reprint it somehow. The question is how and where. We know this year there will be some sort of additional fetch land reprint. I'm really hoping it's Commander Legends. And really hoping it's not like box toppers for Zendikar or something, which there will be. The only reason I'm hoping for a little bit is because the freak out on social media will be epic. it'll be interesting to see how social media reacts. See what kind of video Vince makes. So there is upsides. but yeah, I'm really hoping that it's a real reprinting in the sense that it actually increases the supply and like gets them to players. I mean, Commander Legends, my expectation is gonna be master set prices. So I don't think it's been announced. I don't think we've heard anything about it, but as soon as I heard Commander Legends, my assumption was, oh yeah, that's gonna be like a master set. Hopefully we start getting some double master spoilers in like a couple of weeks, maybe? Hey, happy summer, MTG kid. How are you? You know, let's just Risen Reef. There's not really much value to doing anything. All our opponent's doing is Salaming and ramping. Well, Leafkin. If our opponent fights an Ugin, it still seems good. Although, because we have Ugins and we have a lot of lands, I think it's fine. We get a land. Play a land. Pass the turn. Well, Blue Ugin, when it doesn't hit an Ugin, is not as good. Sicilian Defense for the 16th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your... Oh, there it is. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Well, here comes the wrath of Ras. Everything down. This does mean that we get to Ugin the Ugin, and that's pretty sweet. Opponent gets in, hits us. Well, 2 can play at this game. Ugin. Your Ugin. Watery Grave. Hopefully we don't lose to Solemn's opponent. Oh no! More Ugins! Okay. Ugins are Ugins, attacks are Ugins. Well, alright. The battle continues. Do we Ugin them back? I think we actually have to casualties. Land. Artifact. Oh boy, this is pretty good. Artifact, you. Creature, you. Land, you. Planeswalker, Ugin. Woo! The Great Ugin Wars. The Great Ugin Wars continue. Well, opponent draws a bunch of cards, but we put them way down on mana. We get to get a Yarion in our hand. We get to play a Breeding Pool. I mean, this is kind of what Standard's about now. Ugin into Ugin into Ugin. For better or worse. Okay, Karn.
I will not lose another friend.
Gets Forge? I'd get Forge, I think. Sorcerer's Spyglass. Gonna name Ugin? We have not drawn many Yaroks recently. We've been this shuts down their Ugins too, though. Tome. Oh. Huh. Okay. Hits us down to 10. Oh, casualties. Artifact. Creature. Land. Planeswalker. Artifact. Land. Opponent gets to draw a card. Well, we get to play a Solemn to wrap into our Ugin, to fight our opponent's Ugin, which fights our Ugin. It might just be last Ugin standing. That might be where this is going. Well, grab a land. One Regrave. Go. Opponent's got us on cards, but we got him on lands, and we have cards like Crosses, so it would be absurd. Kind of wish Infernal Reckoning was in M21 instead of M19. Ooh, Golos. Golos is fun. Yeah. I really do like the Bluegan deck. We have pinched our opponent's mana. We have way more lands than them, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Well, more. I don't know about way more, but... Palladium Mirror. Yeah. Oh, playing Ugin. Opponent goes digging for an Ugin. Do you have a wife that yells at you for spending money on cardboard games like mine does? I do not, which does save on yelling about cardboard, I assume. Solemn. Get a forest. Gonna hold on to the Triome for potential cycling purposes. Pass the turn. Where's our Yaroks? This has been a kind of interesting game for involving so many Ugins, at least. All right, more Ugins. Sure. Palladium Mirror. Getting the discount. Tome for free. Ugins.
Lies beyond vision.
I like that our opponent even has the artifact-looking sleeves. They're on point for a Ugin deck. Do we actually get to ultimate? We'll see. It doesn't seem super likely, but maybe. Mobilize District. Potent. Tax Ugin. Alright, let's kill Mobilize District. We'll lose one Solemn. Keep our opponent off lands. This has been a ridiculous game. The Ugin ult has slowed now. Ugh, more lands. Okay. Oh, there's Yarok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, Ugin. Take down Palladium Mirror. Bonus cries. Hey, what's up, David? How are you? We're playing the crazy Ugin game at the moment. I'll play a Yarok. Play a Yarion. To blink Solemn. Play the land, pass the turn, get back Solemn, get lands. Oh, that's good, David. I mean, Ugin wouldn't die. So it would still be sticking around if we Ghost Fired it. So I don't think that offers that much value. If our opponent ends up taking down to kill Yarion or Yarok, that's not the end of the world. We're getting a lot of lands out of our deck, so we should hit something at some point. Like, once we hit a Crosses or something like that, some sort of card draw, opponent, then things go pretty well. Seems like a trap. We will not block. I don't know what's under that spirit, but it's not happening. Is M21 the best sets cons? Ooh. I think it's the best core set in a long time. Is it the best set over? Ooh, no! Oh boy. Well, now things start happening. Oh, they're still playing the Oris in the main. Interesting. All right. Well, spin it to win it, spin it to win it. It could be worse, I guess. Sublime Epiphany is still good. Although we don't really mind any of our stuff getting bounced. Labyrinth. Oh boy, this is a ridiculous game. Hey, what's up, Tago Gat? Doing well. This is just ridiculous. Was thinking about maximizing Sublime Epiphany. Decided that Scholar of Ages is the most ridiculous thing a standard I could come up with. Unfortunately, the most competitive thing I can come up with is basically a Born Control Shell. But as a finisher, it's pretty insane. Yeah, I mean, if you get up to enough mana where you can keep looping it, that is definitely extremely powerful. Like, keep making copies and getting back Sublime Epiphany. All right, so there goes Yarok. And Sublime Epiphany bounces, draws. Solemn. Opponent gets a land. Another Palladium here. They just keep coming. So opponent has all the mana imaginable. Well, we will cycle. That's not card draw. Ooh, Acolyte. Huh. Well, Ugin. Kill Ugin. Acolyte. Crosses, card draw, something. I'll get Solemn. Play Solemn. Maybe we should just take in Yarok. Get a land. Temple, Scry. Ugin, sure, gonna get shuffled. Well, here comes Yarion. Blink it all. Oh, blink you and you. Yeah, we probably should have just taken Yar. Well, maybe. Doubling up the Acolyte trigger would be sweet. How do I find an exportable deck list for the this bad boy? Exclamation point deck will always get you the deck. Well, Solemn. Triggers. Get our last land. All right, no more basics. We have them all. And we'll get back Thassa. Pass the turn. Opponent gets to spin Golos one at least twice if they want to. What a ridiculous match. Hey, what's up, Icy Dog? Opponent. Gonna draw a card. Gain some life. To the bottom. Scries. Tried to set up this Golos. To the bottom. Golos. Spin it to win it. Land. Land. Mystical Dispute. Okay, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. Favorite commander of this set? Ooh. I think Niambi's really cool. I think the dog and cat, what is it, Ren and Siri? I think the idea of that deck's really sweet. That's what I'm working on for a future Commander Clash. I think Ashiok, I think some sort of Graveyard Hate is... Whoa! Whoa, opponent had enough! Betrayed by Golos. Betrayed? What did our opponent hit? Okay, yeah, I mean, That is a little rough. They drew a new hand. I mean, that is a downside of playing a bunch of counters with Golos, but that is a bit unfortunate. All mystical disputes and lands. Well, we will take it. We will take it. Ooh, another donation. Yeah, this is the official end of our month-long donation drive for NAACP Legal Defense Fund. Although, pizza stream on Thursday, gonna be interesting. We have another new donation from, we also had a $500 bonus donation that did not go in officially, so we've done really, really well. As Little Design, $10 donation. Just noticed this is a charity stream. Is this stream actually going 16 more hours? Black Lives Matters. No. So we've been doing, thank you so much for the donation. We've been doing the entire month, we've been doing a kind of charity drive. So yeah, that's when the whole fundraiser ends, as of the first of the month. So yeah, the stream is not going for 16 hours, but we've been doing it for an entire month. Although, on Thursday, pizza stream to wrap up our charity, bonus pizza stream, which should be interesting. We have another new donation from Stilkin, $50. Gotta catch the tail end of the NAACP fundraiser. One last big push. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate it. Up to almost $7,200, which is absolutely insane. So amazing. And yeah, Thursday, our first, we're trying to go for 10,000, but the first 5,000 is already matched. So it should be a good one on Thursday for the pizza stream. Any rotation proof standard decks going up on YouTube soon? I don't know about soon, but yes, that is something that I'm planning on doing content of at some point this summer. So I don't think it'll be up on the YouTube like soon as in the next week or two, but at some point this summer I think I'm going to do some rotation proof decks. Exclamation point donate will take you. So all of the donations, I know it's a normal tip thing, but all of the donations through this stream is basically the last one of the month. But all of the donations this month are going to NAACP. So Pizza Stream is going to be really interesting. The idea is, it's a charity stream. We're starting an hour early, starting at 5 on Thursday. So there's a website that Tanos and Zach and some of the mods have been working on, where you will be able to put in decks that you want to see played, and then you'll be able to vote on the decks and also on pizza toppings. And then I will play the decks that get the most votes. And then about halfway through the stream, we're going to order the pizzas based on the toppings that people have. And apparently the rule is I have to eat at least a slice of the pizza, each one with the toppings that you voted on. So playing decks you submitted, and the charity part that goes into it is, if you want to see a deck played, you can get more votes for the deck you want to see played, or more votes for the topping you want to see on the pizza by donating. That'll be a way that you can actually get more votes for the voting. So it should be, oh boy, I hope it's not pineapple. I'm sure that it will be pineapple and everything else that's gross, but I would just take regular pepperoni, please. Just all regular pepperoni. Throw in some sausage, maybe. Let me see, thank you. We got another new donation from Also, thanks again to Spike's Cafe for the big donation through their work. Ooh, Teamer Phoenix, spicy. So many Phoenixes today. Icy Doc, I'll match the next 5 donations up to $50 each. Go, go, go. Whoa, Icy Doc, trying to get it going at the end of our official months of NAACP Legal Defense Fund donation. So next 5 donations up to $50. Icy Doc donating with the $5 donation. So if you've been waiting to donate to the end of our month of donations, now's a good time. Get your money doubled up, potentially. Well, doubled up to $50. How do we want to do this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's Baron. Pick up Solemn. Land Solemn. get a land. Draw a card. Pass the turn. All right, about it. What do you got? What do you got? Guess I got to donate $50 5 times. I mean, that would... Ooh, Riley. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a frightening magic card. That's a very frightening card. Ooh, thrill possibility. Go draw lots of cards. Okay. Sure. Well, all right. The card advantage engine for our opponent's online opponent. Oh, kills the Baron. Well, that's why drawing cards is good. We will play Flibblethip. We got another donation. Our first match donation comes in for Rum. We draw more lands. A Grow Spiral, draw land. A Little Design $50 donation going for the match, which is amazing. Thank you so much, A Little Design. $50, $50. Getting up to $7,235. And Hebe's coming in at $50.50 says your go. Your go to Icy Doc. Icy Doc comes in with match number 1, $50 for A Little Design. And also Boblet comes in, $50. So that's 3, says the challenge now from Icy Doc. A Little Design, $50. Hebe's $50. Boblet, $50. Icy Doc in with the first match. We're up to $7,385 coming in right at the end of our month of donation drives. Ponent discards a bunch of cards. Going off with Riley. Drawing a new hand. Riley is busted if it sits on the battlefield. Icy Doc coming in with match number 2, I think. Ooh, no, that's Major Armstrong. Challenge accepted, $25. So that's donation number 4 from the challenge. Here comes the Phoenixes. Who? I've heard it said Seth can't pronounce Riley or conspicuous, but he can pronounce Flibblethip like a native Ravnican. Is that true? That's mostly true. Well, opponent, it was looking grim, but it's looking slightly less grim now. Ugin. Actually, we got float this. We got float this for mana. All right. Ugin -4. Peace out, Phoenixes. Grow Spiral. Pass the turn. Another 50. Oh, we're going crazy. In just the last few minutes, Jason comes in with a $50 donation. Icy Doc, I don't know. This challenge, it has really worked. Things have gotten crazy. Match number 2 comes in from Icy Doc. Stumpy with $50 donation. So many donations. Jason, Stumpy, Icy Doc with the match. Icy Doc coming in with match on 3 or 4. Match 3 or 4. Wow, that is insane. Up to $7,636. When we started, I was only going for $5,000. That was our goal, and we have crushed it thanks to all of you. Absolutely insane. Insane, insane, insane. Jay Bender coming up with $10 donation. Kick server, avocados go great on everything. $50 donation. Oh, please don't make me avocados. I know you all are going to make me the grossest pizza on the stream on Thursday. I know it, I know it, I know it. Well, Exile Uro. Risen Reef. Draw a card. Wow, so many donations. Icy Doc completed the challenge. Another $50 badge. Insane. Thank you so much, Icy Doc, and everyone who donated. And Anon comes in, $50. Oh, man, another Risen Reef. Risen Reef's also coming in. Risen Reef's coming in donation style, one after another. I mean, keep it going. If our opponent's going to draw cards, we will also draw cards. It's only fair. So many donations. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Icy Doc, for matching all those. Up to $7,796.19. Over 155% of our goal. Coming in towards the end of our last stream. Insane, insane, insane. Thank you so much, everyone. And be thinking of some nice, delicious pizza toppings for Thursday's pizza stream. Are we going to play anything else tonight? Probably not at this point. There's a Yarok. I think we've gone so long with this one that I think we'll probably just stick it out with this deck for another couple matches for the rest of the stream. Thursday though, for the pizza stream, we'll have a bunch of different decks that y'all choose. Ugh, barbecue pizza. Ugh. I don't really like barbecue pizza either. We have not tried Paw Blade. I've been trying to figure out. The donations keep rolling in. So many right at the end. Coming in from Axis Metonic Pineapple Pizza. Please no. Fantastic $50 donation. Keep up the screaming when things go well. Crispy Crail, $25 donation. First time seeing you stream. Wanted to donate for the beautiful cause. Much love, brother. Well, Crispy Creole, thank you so much for the donations and hanging out on the stream. Podit gets it. Hits us again. Never ending annoyingness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, all right. Here's our chance. Yarok. Get a lot of triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leaf Kid. Decline. Casualties. Land. Is it going to be enough? Land. Acolyte. Fabled Passage. Crack Fabled Passage. Get an island. Go to combat. Do some attacking. We have to Ugin. We have to Ugin or we're dead. Get in with the Risen Reefs. Another donation. Wow, so many. Opponent takes it down to 16. Please no counters. Please no counters. Please no counters. Phoenix Lash. Wow, $118. 81 cents. Also, Div Biscuit with $5. Can we get some quarter Brussels sprouts on the pizza? The toppings will all be on the website on the Thursday stream. So it's whatever toppings are available at the one pizzeria that will actually deliver to where I live, because I live in the middle of nowhere. So whatever toppings they have available will be included, but it'll all be on the website where you can vote and do all that cool stuff. Phoenix Lance, thank you so much, putting us up over $8,000 for NAACP Legal Defense Fund, which is absolutely absurd. Thank you so much, everyone. That was an amazing run right at the end of our month of charity streams. Insane. Yeah, we have to Ugin, but we want to draw lots of cards first. Found it, passing. Now what? All right, so Acolyte of Affliction. Can get back Baron and something else. Another donation. It's still going. We will get back Baron. We will get back our Scavenging Ooze. Add that to the pile. Another donation from Silken. We will play Baron to bounce Uro. Silken, $50 donation. Man, I just donated, but I have to do it again. Thanks for all the generous match, Icy Dog. Well, Silken, thank you so much, everyone. That's insane. Yeah, Ooze is definitely a good hit here. We'll bounce the Uro. We'll pick up the Acolyte, so we can do it again next turn. Baron combos really well with Yarok. Pick it up. Then we get to play Scavenging Ooze to start gaining some life. We will Ugin our opponent's face. And I think we might have won this. I think we might have got there. Podit, what do you got? Gonna flashback the Radical idea? I mean, Ooze is on the loose, and Ooze is... Okay, opponent's gonna take down the Ugin. That's fine. That is acceptable. Sure. Oh, we go to combat. We get in, we gain some life. We go up to 9. We play Llanowar Visionary to draw a couple cards. Trigger. Visionary doing work. We play Temple of Malady, Scry twice, thanks to Yarok. So what with the change... what would change with the Snoop deck if you had to replace Chalice? I think you just replace it with, like, Thoughtseize and it's fine. Chalice is mostly just to help out with unfair matchups, but I'm actually sort of meh on it. I don't think it's, like, super... Whoa! The power of Yarokamonicon! I don't think it's super necessary. You can play something else that hates on those matchups. Would you like to have Ravenous Chupacabra back in Standard for a deck like this, or Mono Black Devotion? Chupacabra is an interesting card. I think... Ooh, Jund Adventure. Let me see, Destructor. So Chupacabra, it's a card that I did enjoy playing, but I also think it's a little bit emblematic of... there's a really good Patrick Sullivan rant about Chupacabra and creatures that enter the battlefield triggers and so forth that I think is really interesting. You could also play Duress if you had to as a budget option, and that would still be okay. Worse than Thoughtseize, but okay. But I would enjoy having it back, but I'm actually not sure that more powerful enter the battlefield creatures are... Like, I think that's part of what has been problematic in Standard. So, I don't know. Personally, I would enjoy it, but I don't know if it's super healthy in general. Alright, so we got out some casualties. Extinction Event seems good. Maybe like Aethergust Mystical Dispute if we can find room. What are we cutting? We can go down... Maybe we go down all the casualties in this matchup. Go down all the casualties. We'll keep the Ugins. We'll go down a Visionary. Aethergust. We can go down a Flibblethip and a Yarion. Actually, Yarion can block flyers. One day we're gonna thought Distortion people, and it's gonna be spectacular. All right, something like that. Let's run it like that. Hutchbringer Mutate decks don't mind all the ETBs. That's true. What do you think? Would Chupacabra be good in Standard? Chupacabra need to hit Planeswalkers to be strong in Standard. Yeah, so I think the issue with Chupacabra is it's one of those cards. Like, remember when Terror of the Peaks and Baneslayer and Elder Gargaroth were spoiled? And I was like, yeah, like, those cards are sweet, but they just aren't really playable with how Magic design has, like, evolved. Cards like Chupacabra are a big roadblock to cards like that seeing play. I realized today, so I was working on the expected value of Core Set 2021, and it was shocking to me that Baneslayer is the literal cheapest and worst Mystic in the entire set. Baneslayer Angel, that when it came out in Core Set 2020, or 2010 rather, when it came out in Core Set 2010, it was literally one of the greatest creatures that people have ever seen. It was amazing. It was the best creature in Standard. And now, fast forward 10 years later in Magic's history, and that same exact card in the same exact format, Standard, is essentially a bulk rare that it, like, doesn't see any play. So obviously things evolve, and that's not meant to be, like, totally a bad thing 100% of the time. But it was pretty jarring to me to be like, wow, like, Baneslayer is a bulk. That was like a $50 card or something ridiculous. Like, it was, like, if you weren't there in 2010, it's hard to realize what a big deal Baneslayer was at the time. That was one of those cards. There's a few creatures through Magic's history when you hear about, like, Morphling back in the day was one of those creatures. Trying to think what else. What else is on the list of the, not Tarmogoyf immediately, but it quickly became that. What is on that list of creatures that, for their time when they came out, it was just like, oh, what was Alliance's one that's absolutely horrible? Balduvian Horde? Is that the one that made you discard? It was like a 4-mana 5/5 that made you discard a card. Like, I find stuff like that really fascinating, personally. Well, we are going to punish our opponent brutally by playing a Scavenging Ooze. Oh, this is so good. Scoop him up. Scoop him up. Well, Ooze is going to do some numbing on Arclight Phoenix. And this is why you don't play Phoenix Next in Standard. Num Num on Uro. Wow, that was good. Spiritmonger, that's a good one. Urnum Jin, old school. Lyra didn't see a lot of play, but he did see play sometimes. That's true. Psychotog, yeah, that's a good one. Visitrex, I don't think Visitrex quite. Emrakul was another one. When Emrakul, that was just like a jaw-dropping. That's a little bit different because it was like the top-end creature, but still, that was just like a... Like, what in the world is this? Like, it's just the best creature, like, most powerful creature in the history of Magic by far. Hazoret's an interesting one. Hazoret, I actually think, I would say Hazoret wasn't like that for me. I remember seeing Hazoret and thinking it was medium to bad and one of, like, the medium tier gods from that set. So at least I did not immediately recognize how good it would be. Obviously, it ended up being insanely good. So, so maybe that's just me missing, but... Yeah, Exalted Angel was a good one. Scott Ruinator, so that's a whole nother end that would be interesting, is cards that people thought were going to be insane that were exactly the opposite of insane. Aurelia's Fury, Scott Ruinator, what's the Corsa, another Corsa 2010 Mythic, I think, that's like a Time Spiral. That was like a $50 card, and now I think it's the literal least valuable mythic in all of Magic. It's just so not played anywhere. Yeah, my Titan's Nest, I'm working on, this is going to be fun too, speaking of, Speaking of predictions, something that we have in the works that I think is going to be fun and probably beneficial is a top 10 review video or article going over like the last few years of top 10 spoiler season prediction articles. And actually, now looking back, that the standards have happened, the formats have happened, and the cards have been played or not played. Time Reversal is a card. Actually being able to go back in and kind of critiquing myself on the things that I got right, the things that I got wrong, why they were right or wrong could also be interesting, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. Because I've definitely had my misses, and so far it's looking like my Titan's Nest type was definitely misguided. On the other hand, I did nail Yarion when a lot of people were not. Well, at least some people, Crim, were not on the Yarion trade. Del Roas for the 45th month, and I mean, I also think it's just important. Like, I think that's, on some level, instant. Yeah, Scavenging Ooze is one of the best cards in Standard right now, I think. On some level, you're never going to be 100% when you're making like gut level, super early in a format spoiler season predictions. I don't even think that's possible. Like, no matter how good you are, like LSV or Kai or Finkel, like even the greatest players in the world are not going to nail it like in the dark with your first predictions. But I think part of the ways that you can get better at making predictions like that is by going back and looking at your predictions and seeing, like, is there a pattern to what you mess up? Like, are there certain groups of cards that you underrate or overrate? So I think there's beneficial aspects to it that way too. Crim embraces being the heel, I think. Baron was a pretty good draw. Baron you. Thassa. Go attacking. Blink Solemn. Solemn, I think, was a little underrated. If I was going back and making a top 10 list for Standard now from M21, I think I might put Solemn on it. Yeah, I rank that entire enchantment cycle very high. Song of Creation, Song of Creation, Titan's Nest. The Jeskai one less so, but those 3 cards I was very high on. Those were like the Ikoria cards that I had ranked up with the commanders, or not commanders, companions in most formats. So I feel good about being really high on the companions in pretty early, but then at the same time, I totally whiffed on the enchantments. Nethaba, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all right. Craw, craw. Draw some cards, gain some life. Yeah, Scavenging Ooze is pretty good. Well, there's a Crossus. We have a new subscriber, 2 subscribers, Nabith and Noximus. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. End of turn. No attacks. Blink that Baron. Bounce that Drake. Uh-oh. Opponent has a plan. They have a shock to keep their Drake alive. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, Narset, yeah. Narset was very overhyped. I remember people saying they thought that was going to be takeover for Jason Legacy. People were that high on Narset, and Narset never really did anything. Flame Lord, have you thought about revisiting Esper Powers for Standard? Feels like Peer to the Abyss gives the deck a big push to be decent. I almost haven't done a paper, so I'm ready for the memes. Yes, Flame Lord, that will be on the Against Odds Bowl for sure. I don't know what our opponent was expecting to have happen here. You got 2 removal spells? But yeah, that's the card that I'm definitely planning on putting on the Against Odds Bowl. Okay, so opponent has a shock to kill the Solemn. Alright, alright, alright. So that was a good turn. Finally takes down the Ooze for now. What about the Crossus? Do you have an answer for that too? No. Well, Crossus for 8? Crossus is pretty good too. Boy, there's some powerful cards in Standard. Yeah, Oko was on the other side. Although I will say that I really truly believe with Oko that part of it was how it was spoiled. And the fact that when it was spoiled, we didn't even know what food did. So I really do think that that is part of why people underrated it so much is we didn't know what it did, and it's already hard to evaluate cards that you can't play with and just evaluate them in paper and try to figure out where they go and what the meta look like, and you don't even have the full set that's being spoiled. That's already like a lot of guesswork and assumptions. But when you even don't know what food is, and that's like the top ability on the card, at the same time, like, I don't know. I think that's part of it. Like, we didn't know what food did, and it was easy to write it off because of that. I don't even think we knew that food was an artifact token. So when we first saw Oko, I don't think you could even know about the play pattern, really, of how you could, like, plus to make an artifact token, and then turn that token into a thing, because all it said was tree to food, and we're like, what? What is that? I picked up 8 copies of Torment and Hailfire for 25 cents each because people didn't realize how awesome it was. That is a smart pickup, Doug. That is the biggest thing, one of the biggest things, and I'll probably do an article about this at some point, like a financy article, but I think the biggest thing to change as far as like the market aspect of, oh, we could play Ugin in good game, but we can also play Yaroks and Risen Reefs and draw cards. Why would we want this game to end? we're playing Yaroks. We have Panormonicon going. I don't think we want it to end. Hitcha. Yeah, we'll wait. Opponent Blink Risen Reef. Gotta keep drawing those cards. I mean, yes, it is technically a putt because we could have won, but it's an intentional putt because I want a Yarok. We came here to Yarok, not to Ugin. Ugin just like incidentally ended up in the deck. Well, Ugin or Uro, you go on top. Winning would be a punt because that would mean we would draw less cards. So be here. So B4, I have to go, Seth. Thinking Extirpate and Boil in the place of Snoop Dex instead of Chalice would be a good replacement. Yeah, that would be fine. I think that would be fine. I also like the discard plan, but I think those are fine options. Whoa, well, here comes some Phoenixes. I don't think it's going to be enough, but our opponents, they're putting up their last battle. I mean, I want to win too, and I think we will win, but remember when Torrential Yarok was $5, the Pro Tour shot to 40? Indeed. I do remember that. But no, the biggest change in the Magic market is the thing that Doug said reminded me of it about Tournament of Hailfire. If you look at the most expensive cards in Standard, they're not Standard cards, they're Commander cards. Like, those are the cards that are arguably, wow, another Yarok anyway, that are the most expensive cards in the set and the most expensive cards in the format. Like, the most expensive cards are cards that have some amount of Standard play too, like the Great Henge, but really, the paper market is driven almost exclusively by Commander at this point. That is the main driver of prices. We have another new donation from Debate Bro, end of stream hype trade. Keep it going, Debate Bro. Definitely appreciate it. $10. Yeah, this is officially, so when we do our pizza stream on Thursday, we're starting over as far as like donations and stuff. This is the end of our month of the donations. Tonight, when the stream ends in like a few minutes, like another batch or so, that will be the end. All right, we'll just do it. We'll be responsible players. So this is one more match with Yarok. So this is it. This is the end of our month-long donation run. And then the pizza stream, while it's related and it is charity-based, not technically going to be counting with the 8,065 we already have or whatnot. So, hey, have a good night, Tenju. If opponent is stream sniping, they're going to bribe the pizza place to put bananas and sardines. Oh, no. Oh, it's going to be so... My only saving grace is I don't know how many, like, horrible toppings they actually have. So this is the end of our month of donations. Thanks for all the help and the content. Oh, yeah. Have a good night, Tenju. All right, last match with Yarok. We will keep. Sounds fine. We got card draw. We got a Yarion. No Yaroks. No Ugins, but... pizza stream Thursday. We're starting 1 hour early. We're going, instead of 6 to 9 Eastern, 5 to 9-ish Eastern. So an hour earlier, there'll be a website that you can vote for. You can submit decks that you want to see played. It's going to be all sort of viewer decks that I'm playing for the most part, but you can submit decks. You can also vote for decks that have been submitted and pizza toppings, and then you can donate to get more votes for decks and pizza toppings. So yeah, that is the idea of the stream. And then a couple of hours into the stream, we'll order the pizza, and then towards the end of the stream, I'll actually have to eat the pizzas with the toppings. At least a slice of each pizza with the toppings that you've picked. Lava Spike coming in with the $3 donation. Keep up the great work, Seth. Well, Lava Spike, thank you so much. And thank you for the donation to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. Seth will not be the same one after eating the pizzas. It will make him boring and angry for the rest of his streaming career. Boy, apparently, so I will say, if you play Arena Standard in the near future, be on the lookout for this Winota dog deck, because it is everywhere. It's a deck we've played most tonight by a pretty wide margin, so So be prepared for... Yes, I know there's going to be pineapple. I really wanted to make you all think that I hated, like, pepperoni or something. I think... I'll have to confirm the details. I think that the idea was there would be a total of 5 pizzas. I think. I could be wrong on that. But I think that was the idea. It would be 5 pizzas. Ooh, okay. This Baron's going to be good. Opponent gets in for 6. No blocks. Sure. Well, Baron. Bounce Aurelia. Bounce Bone Crusher. Pick him up. Play the land. Unfortunately, we're light on blue mana. Get in with Yarok. Gain back some life. We have another donation. The Blind Eternity coming in with a $5 donation. Thank you so much. Big fan of the content. Keep the brews alive. I definitely appreciate it, Blind Eternity. Thank you for the donation. Hopefully, at least one of the pizzas are edible. I mean, I would prefer... No, I'm not eating 5 whole pizzas. I have to eat a slice of one with each of the toppings. So yeah, I'm not gonna... It's not a pizza eating contest. Yeah, it's been amazing how much we've raised. Thanks to all of you, really. Well, oh, that's good. We get to Watery Grave. Oh, this is gonna be a good turn. Flibblethip. Draw 2, cause Yarok. Oh boy, that's the game ender for next turn. That's the game ender. Yarion, blink 'em all, pick 'em up, pick 'em up. Pick up you, and no reason to pick up Yarok. End of turn. No attacks. Everything comes back. Hey, see ya, Icy Doc. Thank you. An opponent scoops it up. Thank you so much for matching all those donations. That was amazing. That got us up over $8,000. That awesome matching. And also, yeah, the pizza stream, first $5,000 are going to be matched already. So, all right. So we're playing the Winota deck that we've played a bunch of times. Winota Dogs. What are we 1-1 versus this deck, I think? Go down a Casualties or 2. We haven't drawn Massacre Worm once. Maybe we need more Massacre Worms. Massacre Worm does seem sweet in this deck. Go down you, and... Alright, Casualties. I just want a Massacre Worm of one time. That would be the perfect ending of the stream. How do I import this deck? I'm bad. So if you want to import the deck to Arena, if you pull up the link on the Goldfish site and you go to Export to Arena, it'll pop up this text, and you just need to copy and paste it. And then when you go to Arena, I can't go to the deck tab right now, but if you go to the deck tab on Arena, it will say import. And if you click import, after you've copy and pasted, it will import it. All right, something to the bottom. How would a Massacre Worm and Girl deck work? That's actually another deck. Ooh, all right, there's a Houndmaster. That's actually another deck on my list of things I want to try. Is like Massacre Girl, Massacre Worm, Kravik, and Crackling Troll. I don't think it'll be like super competitive, but it seems like it would be super funny. You can give the opponent the tokens with Clackbridge Troll, Clickbait Troll, and then wrath them all away for damage. Mitcher Town Famous, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you for all your work, Seth. Your positive energy and content bring light to life in rough times. Well, thank you for the kind words. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you. And for the resub, big super cheer for you. So stream schedule is... this is a Winota turn. Ugh. All right, play the Triome. Can we just keep casting things? Alright, I think we pass. So I think what we're playing towards is getting this Ugin down. I think this turn we can Ether Gust. Next turn we can Leafkin Druid Ether Gust. And we're basically just playing towards Ugin. Opponent. Combat. Big attack. He'll block. And they got it. Oh, they're gonna pump. Okay. Well, Houndmaster to the top. We just want to slow it down. That's it. That's all we're trying to do. Stay alive until Ugin saves our day. What humans do they search for? The Houndmaster that our opponent just put on the bottom is actually one of the better ones. There's also... Oh, they got another Houndmaster. Baron. Leafkin Druid. Go. I don't know how long we can survive on this tempo plan. Oh, the bug just happened. We lost to that bug earlier. I mean, Paw Blade is pretty good. Tajik is another one. I think those are two of the main humans. But it goes to combat. Big attack. Well, we block the dog. Block the dog. One, two, three, four, five. Ether Gust, the Houndmaster. Opponent puts it to the top. We go to 11. Oh, there goes mana that we really needed. Hollow Blade. Oh, that's really bad. Well, we are going to... Oh, this is desperate. Gross Pyro. We need lads. That's not even close. Oh! Yeah, losing that Leaf Kid is probably going to kill us. Pass the turn. We're not going to get to Ugin. Oh, we needed that desperately. Opponent combat attacks with everything. We will box Alpha Savior. It looks like our opponent does not have Embercleave, but they probably do, or at least they could. We drop to 6. Opponent. Houndmaster again. Oh, losing that mana is so bad. So it looks like we know all the cards in our opponent's hand, but we don't. That's an arena bug that makes it look like that, but it's not actually true. Gross Spiral, just... all right, no lands. So we have to chump? All right, yeah, all right. Well, we weren't hitting our lands anyway, so... All right, this is it. Last game, can we finish it off with a win? Actually, we're 5-3. Can we finish it off with a Yarok win? Finish off our month of NAACP donations. Hey, what's up, Captain Jabbit? How are you? Good to see you. We will play first. Okay. No threats, but we got removal, so we're not going to just immediately die. And Baron's good. Pass the turn. Yeah, if anyone has the deck list, feel free to stick it in chat. Alright, Overgrown 2 untap, pass the turn. The Paw Blade list. Yeah, I don't know. So the thing, let me see if it's posted anywhere yet. It's become a lot harder to... get deck lists. Because Arena deck lists don't get published anywhere. So I don't know if it's actually, like, won anything in a tournament yet. Alright, tap land, go. Yeah, I don't know. About it. Houndmaster, gust you. It's us. Another Savior. Well, play Baron. Bounce the Savior. Triome. Go. Pass the turn. Opponent draws the Houndmaster. Tajik. Alright, opponent attacks. Hits us. We'll kill Tajik. Down to 14. Grow Spiral. Uh-oh. 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 All lands, no action. That's not good. Get a forest. Yeah, I don't see... I'm sure the list exists somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't know where off the top of my head, unfortunately. Do I like V8? I do not especially like V8. No. I actually think V8's really disgusting. Standard League from the 29th. Opponent gets in, hits us to 11. Oh, that's not a great draw. Well... Land, creature, artifact. Alright, opponent gonna save the Houndmaster, sure. Tabland, go! Come on, deck, give us something. Okay, I found it. I found the deck list. I will post it for you. There it is. Hey, see you, James Bolas. Thanks for hanging out. More lands. That's not great. Yarion. For the least amount of value ever. Swamp Go. Oh, not like this. This is not how we wanted to go out. Blueback Reanimator. Ooh, let me see Oogla. Another Seasoned Hollow Blade. Opponent. Getting frisky. Well, we'll kill the Houndmaster. We drop to 6. Come on, deck. Something, not a land. Yeah, Yarok counts. Play Yarok. Alright, this is our way to get back in it. We need any enter the battlefield card draw stuff. Anything. Anything gets us back in it. The Reanimator deck looks super sweet. Oh, no! Oh, no! Devout Decree! Oh, that is bad. Well, now if we don't draw something, we lose. We straight up lose. Opponent gonna start discarding cards to save the Seasoned Pyromancer. Down to 3. Woo! We don't even need Ugin. We just need something that's not land number 10. And that actually does it. Well, that's a disappointing way to go out with Yarok, for certain. Wow, 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 wow. Well, sometimes you just draw lands, which is disappointing. On that note, though, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. There is good news, though. The good news is, well, threefold, I think. First, y'all are awesome. And it was super fun to hang out and stream, and you're just amazing. Secondly, we raised $8,075 this month for the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, which is absolutely insane, and that is all thanks to you being super amazing. So, well done, Fishbowl. It is amazing, amazing, amazing. Also, of course, Thursday, pizza stream. It's going to be fun. Check it out. On the way out the door, though, quick reminders that our sponsor tonight, of course, is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, you can always get them at cardkingdom.com. Thank you, Restless Night. Otherwise, the YouTube channel, if you haven't seen the Budget Magic or Munch and Brew from this week, they're really sweet. The Replay YouTube can find you out all the old streams. So, on that note, everyone, I love you all. We will be back Thursday, an hour earlier than normal, 5 Eastern on Thursday. For the pizza stream, it'll be a blast. One more donation on the way out the door. Our last donation, Heebs, sneaks in, I think last and most, Heebs. Thank you so much for all your donations. Comes in to even it out at 80, 80, 80. A nice round number. Thank you so much, everyone. You were amazing. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Have a wonderful night. And I will see you on Thursday for the pizza stream. So until then, keep being awesome. I love you all. And I will talk to you soon.